All right, hi everyone. It is time for Crafters Roulette again. So this week our parameters were G, 5x7, spring colors, and out of line. And this week Karen Burniston was there, so I decided to start with her dies that I had. And so we're going to try to make the card just with her dies, and I think we're going to be able to do that. So I pulled some things out. So I have a 5x7 card base. I have a yellow that I'm going to use for a mat. I have a watercolor paper that I'm going to use to make a background. I have her gnomes for G. I thought about using her giraffes, but the giraffe is a little bit smaller. It's only 1.5 inches tall, where the gnomes are 2.3. So I'm going to use the gnomes. But yeah, these are all her little animals. They're so cute. And of course, I have to use a BAM box. This is the BAM box she was talking about. And it is fabulous, and this is what's going to make my gnome out of line, because he's going to pop up out of the line of gnomes I'm going to put on the front. So that's what we're going to do. So I have a bowl of die cuts here. I went through and die cut a bunch of things. So I have some grass, which is also G, and then I have all the little gnome pieces here, and I have a rubber band to make the BAM box. So that's what we have over here. So first thing we're going to do is do the background so it has time to dry. So today I've decided I'm going to use my gelatos to do the background. If you haven't used gelatos, you can do a couple different things with them and you'll get different results. This here, I just drew on here with the gelatos and then went over it with a water pen. This, I put the gelato on my mat and then picked it up with the water pen. Up here, I smudged it with my finger with damp paper. So you can see you get different results. So I like this darker one for the grass. So I'm going to go ahead and do it this way. So I have to decide how much grass I want here. So I'm thinking I want the grass to be about here. And if you've never used the gelato before, it's kind of like using a crayon. But you don't press down very hard at all. I am like barely holding this. And you can see it colors just fine. And then you simply take water. I'm just going to use a water pen. And you go over it. And it's like a watercolor. You know, and depending on how much water you put on here, you're going to get a little different result. And I think this method and smudging it on with your fingertip gives you the most vibrant colors. Now when I'm doing this, I'm just spreading the water. I'm not adding water the whole time I'm going across. Let's see, I am going to squeeze it again. Put another drop of water on there. There we go. That's good. Now for the sky, I'm going to use, let's see, this color was kiwi. And this color is, I think it's just aqua. All right, so again, we're going to I think I put enough here in the middle. So I'm going to go ahead and get it on my finger. All right, I think that's good for the sky. All right, so we'll put this to the side and let it dry. Now we'll put our gnomes together. All right, so here's everything all sorted out. So we have bodies, and the bodies are the same. I have two different hats. We've got some beards, we have some mustaches, we have hair, we have heads, I've got a bunch of balloons. We've got feet, these are their noses, we have hands, and we have some bows if we want to put bows in some of them. So the way these are going to go together, now, whenever you have a Karen Burniston die, you always want to look to see if there's holes here, because her holes are stencils. So for these here, they're a stencil, so we can put polka dots on these hats. So slide it back in. I'm going to grab a purple marker. And I'm just going to put some purple dots. There we go. So we have a purple one. Let's see. What color do we want to put on this one? All right, so I have polka dots on 2 of them. We'll leave the other one blank. Let's see. I already did the hair. Did that. So the faces, I'm going to use an art liner on this. Here's a 0.5 art liner. And we'll simply color in the eyes. All right, so we have 4 heads. So I think now we're ready to glue them together. Let me bring in my little glue thing here. So let's see, we'll make this one. Give this one a purple hat. Oh wait, no, that's fine. Yeah, because the way she has them on here, you can do it with seeing the eyes or without seeing the eyes. So then he needs a nose. To put the nose here. And the matching mustache. Let's see. I guess the mustache goes on first. It's been a while since I've made a gnome. Let me glue this on. Now he needs feet. We'll give him purple feet to match his hat. now we have our 4 gnomes. Let's do that here. So we're going to need the hands. And we need our balloons. So let's see if our paper is dry. Pretty much. I'm going to take my heat tool to this for a second to make sure this is really dry. Alright, so now this is nice and dry. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this on here to make sure it's all nice and flat. My bottle's almost empty again. So this is going to go on here. And let's see. So I have a 5x7. So the yellow paper is 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. So my watercolor paper is 6 1/2 by 4 1/2. Right. That will be on here like this. Okay. So let's see, he's going to be the one flying away. So these will be in their line. Holding balloons, and he's going to be flying away holding balloons. So he's going to be on a bam box. So let's make the bam box. So the bam box comes in this set here. And it comes with 2 bam box dies. A matte layer if you want to cover the bam box. And then these nice decorative pieces. So you can do cutouts and matte and layers on the front. So what you'll do is you'll cut it out, and you will need a rubber band for this. It's a size, let's see, you can use a size 12 rubber band, which is I'm using today, because I have them for her bigger pop-ups, but you can also use an 8. So what you're going to do, is I'm going to use this glue for this, because this sets up faster, is the 2 big squares here that are in between these cutouts, you're going to put glue on here. And you're going to put this together. Squeeze it all together. While that dries, you're going to fold all the folds that are on the score. There's score lines on here. So if you look, I get really close, you can see the score lines. There's one here, 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 and here. So you're just going to get all those nice and folded. These are all going to be mountain folds. Right then, hopefully, this is set. So now you're going to put the rubber band in here. Okay, you're going to push, let's see, we're going to wrap it around one more time, because I only have to wrap this around because I'm using a number 12. If I had a number 8, I would not have to wrap that. So we put it in the holes, we push it to the top toward your little flap here. This comes over the flap. All right. As you can see, it's already trying to close up on you, which is what you want it to do. And it holds that down. So then there's half your square. This comes up like this. You're going to put glue all in this box here. And this closes up, so you're going to glue this part and the little smiley face. The little smiley face is only there to help you get the rubber band in there. And then this will line up flush. just want to hold it a second to let your glue grab. And that is it. That is all there is to the bam box. So, bam box is done. Now we'll have to figure out how we have to place things to hide the bam box, because the bam box is a little big for our little gnome here. So the balloons came from the explosion pop-up box. So she's got some paper string here for the balloons. I think I'm going to cut a couple of those. All right, so I have a bunch of these now that will cut little strings for the balloons. So let me attach these on here. I want yellow on the edge, too close to the yellow trim. We'll give you a blue one. Give you a green one. I like that better. All right, that's better. And now you will have a bunch of balloons that are going to pull you away. Maybe, you know what? I can just stick the balloon on there and have the gnome floating. That will work better because this is bigger. Let's see, this needs to... So usually when I make one of these, I mark it. I haven't marked this one. So this needs to fold down forward. So this is going to be the bottom. And this is where I'm going to glue the thing to. Yeah, this will be better. So I need one more balloon over here. Let's see what color. I've got pink, I have green, yellow. I guess I'll put another blue one. This one I'm not going to put a string on it. I'm just going to stick it over here. Just so this is all covered. That should now, yep, now that will cover the band box. I can get the glue off of it. I am a little heavy-handed with my glue. All right, so now he needs a hand. We're going to glue this to his hat to make it a little bit more stable. Let's see, if you want to attach this with the green balloon, this. So once it's dry, it will be more solid of a piece. And the strings will come down here. And his little hand. Uh-oh. There's the hand. His little hand. There we go. Now we have our little gnome flying away. Okay, he's going to be cute. All right, so let's get these guys all attached. Yeah, I can glue this on here. There's nothing. All right. I will be here. So he will be here. Oh wait, let me make sure he doesn't hang down. Oh, perfect, because it looks like now he's in line, and then he pops up and he's out of the line. You know what? I think I want to put a little piece of foam under the balloons. Let me grab my foam. I can't make a card and not put foam on. It's just not one of my cards if I do that. I don't think I'm going to need the grass pieces. Yeah, I'm not going to use the grass pieces. I think the colored grass is fine. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, I think we need a little foam there. Alrighty-o, so we'll put her in a line right here. Let's get everybody all lined up. right. So now when it's in the envelope, it will be like this. And then when you take it out, it pops up like that. Okay, so now let's glue it to the base. All right, now I just need a happy birthday. All right, I have this bag of happy birthdays. Let's see if any of these will work. That's it on vellum. I think this one's too big. I think that might be a little too big. I think that's better. I'm going to put it on foam. There we go. Happy birthday. So now when it's in the box, in the envelope, it will be flat like this. Then when the person pulls it out, that pops up. So we have G for grass and gnomes. We have a 5x7. We have spring colors, and he is most definitely not in a line. He is outside his little line, and he is floating away. So there it is. So I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll see you again next week for the next episode of Craft Roulette. And we'll see what happens next week. Until then, stay crafty.